Let our hearts come together. Listen to the quiet callings. Now's the time as we gather for the quiet calling Vespers. For the quiet calling Vespers. Come, 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 come. Breathe in a circle of love. From east and west and north and south. Come, come, come to a quiet calling. Now, now, now. Come, let's gather. Come, come, come. Please come. Join our circle of breath and love. Come, join a quiet calling.
Welcome to Quiet Callings. Thank you for taking this time for your spirit. During our time together, please allow yourself to enter more fully into this space, letting the day fall from you. Unhook the garment of busyness. Let go of any stress or anxiety that you may be holding. And take a deep breath. Breathe in and breathe out. And be here now. If you'd like, light a candle at your table to reflect the joy or sorrow that you bring into this circle, remembering a loved one or an ancestor that you hold in your heart, or someone you wish to hold who needs comfort or healing. Let us begin our time together with these words from the poet Wendell Berry. When despair grows in me and I wake in the middle of the night at the least sound, in fear of what my life and my children's lives may be, I go and lie down where the wood drake rests in his beauty on the water and the great heron feeds. I come into the peace of wild things who do not tax their lives with forethought of grief. I come into the presence of still water, and I feel above me the day-blind stars waiting for their light. For a time, I rest in the grace of the world and am free. For a time, I rest in the grace of the world and am free.
O great healer, O great forgiver, O great creator by all names known, I'm calling out, seeking peace within me, don't know what to do. Seeking to find the way to be what I need to be, to know what I need to know and do what I need to do. Oh, great creator, I'm seeking peace. Peace, a feeling that there is calm. Peace, a feeling that it's gonna be all right. Oh, great healer, oh, great creator, By all names known, I come seeking peace. Please quiet my heart. Please awaken in me. Who do I need to be? And what do I need to do to help bring the winds of peace? I'm breathing fast sometime, I'm breathing slow sometime. My mind can't seem to understand. Please, 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 oh great teacher, guide me, guide us, show me the way to peace.
A Brave and Startling Truth by Dr. Maya Angelou. We, this people on a small and lonely planet, traveling through casual space past aloof stars, across the way of indifferent suns, to a destination where all signs tell us it is possible and imperative that we learn a brave and startling truth. And when we come to it, to the day of peacemaking, when we release our fingers from fists of hostility and allow the pure air to cool our palms.
We, this people on this small and drifting planet whose hands can strike with such abandon that in a twinkling life is sapped from the living, yet those same hands can touch with such healing, irresistible tenderness that the haughty neck is happy to bow and the proud back is glad to bend. Out of such chaos, of such contradiction, we learn that we are neither devils nor divines.
When we come to it, we, this people on this wayward floating body, created on this earth, of this earth, have the power to fashion for this earth a climate where every man and every woman can live freely without sanctimonious piety, without crippling fear.
When we come to it, we must confess that we are the possible. We are the miraculous, the true wonder of this world. That is when and only when we come to it. Awe naka, awe naka, awe naka, solo inasa. I am one with the spirit of kindness. I am one with the spirit of peace. Solo in nasa. I breathe in the spirit of kindness. I breathe in the spirit of compassion. I breathe in a desire to be kindness and the journey begins by loving deep within, loving me, seeking peace within me. For that's the only way the fertile ground will nurture the seed of peace in the world. Awe ka solo inasan. Awe neka solo inasan. Awe neka solo inasan. Deep within me I call forth the waters of peace. Awe neka solo inasa. I breathe in the spirit of kindness. I breathe in the spirit of peace. Awe neka solo inasa. This is a reading from Mahatma Gandhi. Ahimsa means non-killing, but to me it has a world of meaning and takes me into realms much, much higher, infinitely higher. It really means that you may not offend anybody. You may not harbor an uncharitable thought, even in connection with one who may consider himself to be your enemy. Ahimsa is an ideal which we have to reach, and it is an ideal to be reached even at this very moment if we are capable of doing it, if we are capable of doing so. Ahimsa, in its dynamic condition, means conscious suffering. It does not mean meek submission to the will of the evildoer, but it means the pitting of one's whole soul against the will of the tyrant. Ahimsa is an extremely active force. It has no room for cowardice or even weakness. It is no ahimsa if we merely love those that love us. It is ahimsa only when we love those that hate us. Know how difficult it is to follow this grand law of love. Love of the hater is the most difficult of all. I hold myself incapable of hating any being on earth.
Words of the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. The call for a worldwide fellowship that lifts neighborly concern beyond one's tribe, race, class, and nation is in reality a call for an all-embracing and unconditional love for all people. This often misunderstood and misinterpreted concept has now become an absolute necessity for the survival of humankind. When I speak of love, I am speaking of that force which all the great religions have seen as the supreme unifying principle of life. Love is the key that unlocks the door which leads to ultimate reality. Let us hope that the spirit of love will become the order of the day. We can no longer afford to worship the God of hate or bow before the altar of retaliation. The oceans of history are made turbulent by ever-rising tides of hate. History is cluttered with the wreckage of nations and individuals who pursued the self-defeating path of hate. We are now faced with the fact that tomorrow is today. We are confronted with the fierce urgency of now. We still have a choice today: nonviolent coexistence or violent co-annihilation. This may well be humankind's last chance to choose between chaos and community.
Hear these powerful and meaningful words from Lao Tzu. If there is to be peace in the world, there must be peace in the nations. If there is to be peace in the nations, there must be peace in the cities. If there is to be peace in the city, there must be peace between neighbors. If there is to be peace between neighbors, there must be peace in the home. If there is to be peace in the home, there must be peace in the heart. If there is to be peace, there must be peace in the heart.
I invite you now to center yourself for a time, bringing your mind, body, and spirit into this space made sacred by our presence and the presence of the Holy. Let us begin with a deep breath. Let it come and let it go. Wherever you are, I invite you to place your feet on the earth. You can choose to close your eyes or lower your eyes while breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out, as we feel the earth beneath us in this moment, whether we are sitting, standing, lying down, feeling the ground beneath us, the sense of belonging that is so inherently true about our being here right now. Let us come into our body more fully, breathing in and out, being held by our breath as we breathe in and out, held by a love that surpasses all understanding, a love that will not let us go. Let us be guided by these words from the Buddhist teacher, Thich Nhat Hanh. Let us be at peace with our bodies and our minds. Let us return to ourselves and become wholly ourselves. Let us be aware of the source of being common to us all and to all living beings, evoking the presence of the great compassion. Let us fill our hearts with our own compassion towards ourselves and toward all living beings. Let us pray that we ourselves cease to be the cause of suffering to each other. With humility, with awareness of the existence of life and of the sufferings that are going on around us, let us practice the establishment of peace within our own hearts and among each other and all around us, with the words of this ancient Sanskrit prayer, which says, "May all be well, may all be happy, may all be peaceful, may all be whole, may all be filled with the divine spirit. May no one suffer. Peace, peace, peace." Om Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu. Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu. Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu. Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah. Sarve Santu Niramayah. Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu. Ma kaschid dukkha bhag bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Bismillah, 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 Bismillah. Send thy peace, O Lord, which is perfect and everlasting, that our souls may radiate peace. Send thy peace, O Lord, that we may think, act, and speak harmoniously. Send thy peace, O Lord, that we may be contented and thankful for your bountiful gifts. Send thy peace, O Lord, that amid our worldly strife we may enjoy thy bliss, thy bliss. Oh, please send thy peace, O Lord, that we may endure all, tolerate all in the thought of thy grace and thy mercy. Send thy peace, O Lord, that our lives may become a divine vision, and in thy light all shadows may vanish. Send thy peace, O Lord, our Father and Mother, that we, thy children on earth, may unite, may unite in one family. Amen. Amen. Aho. Salam. Shalom. Send thy peace, please, O Lord.
The poet John Rodell. In the face of war, I am so small, yet love is big. I can't make the world be peaceful. I can't stall tanks from roaring down roads. I can't prevent children from having to hide in bunkers. I can't convince the news to stop turning war into a video game. I can't silence the sound of bombs tearing neighborhoods apart. I can't turn a guided missile into a bouquet of flowers. I can't make a warmonger have an ounce of empathy. I can't convince ambassadors to quit playing truth or dare. I can't deflect a sniper's bullet from turning a wife into a widow. I can't stave off a country being reduced to ash and rubble.
I can't do any of that. The only thing I can do is love the next person I encounter without any conditions or strings. To love my neighbor so fearlessly that it starts a ripple that stretches from one horizon to the next. I can't force peace on the world, but I can become a force of peace in the world. Because sometimes all it takes is a single light. All it takes is a single light to start a movement. Lord, make me a candle of comfort in this world. Let me burn with peace. Because sometimes all it takes is a single light to start a movement. Lord, please make us candles of comfort in this world. Let us burn with peace. Let us burn with peace. And so may it be that we be lights of peace in the world, that love emanate from within us into the world, that we be peaceful and kind, loving with ourselves, that we embrace and be thankful for the grace and blessing of life itself. And with every breath, may we refrain, Lord, make me a candle of comfort in this world. Let me be lit up. Let us burn brightly, the light of peace in the world. With every breath from everywhere, peace, peace, peace. Sede kuleyain, sede kuleyain.